Devil, you too slow. We slit that throat, cause Jesus out up on the cross. I don't need no goat. When I heard that he woke up, I said, you really the goat. Now I'm walking on top water.
It's not even for me. It's not even for me. I really gotta dip out of this lust, cause it's not even for me. Let me help you understand what I'm saying. You know how you can hear the same part of a song, but it don't really click or impact you till months or years later? That's what happened to me. Swoop, in his song Mirage, he said this.
When did the life that Christ offers become alternative only for the elderly and uptight conservatives? When did eternity become the past? Why choose to fail in a life that will pass? The enemy's imagery has meant to these entering into the flickering flame. So when freshness fades, the death will stay.
He said the enemy's imagery is meant to these entering the flickering flame. What he's saying is that Satan, who is the enemy, all the imagery that he shows us, that he fills our society with, to get us to be unfaithful to God, those things that cause men and women to sin. He's saying, yes, those are in the world and we do see them. He said, but those are meant for these entering into the flickering flame. We know what that means. He's saying that those things are only meant for those that are perishing with this age. And that's facts. And I thought about a Bible verse that conveys that exact truth. I done told you about Proverbs. Proverbs 22 verse 14. The mouth of an adulteress is a deep pit. He who is under the Lord's wrath will fall into it. It's saying that an adulterer, somebody that's married to somebody, or somebody that knows you married to somebody and they trying to get at you, their speech is very effective at enticing men and women to sin, especially if they attractive, and that is like a deep pit, easy to fall into, but hard, if not impossible, to get out of once you've fallen into it. He who is under the Lord's wrath will fall into it, meaning that he or she who God is judging because of other sins, that person will fall into this trap of the adulteress. They will fall into more sinning. Now remember, in a previous video, I had explained that in Proverbs, this adulteress that is talked about over and over is not just a literal meaning. It's also a spiritual meaning. The adulteress in yours and my life is anything, any voice that tries to persuade us to be unfaithful to God, to do what he said not to do, or to not do what he said do. It could be the voice of the love of money, the voice of greediness, the voice of materialism, etc. For me, the voice of lusting, the voice of pornography, those are the ones that spit game to me the most. And I'm like, this pit, this trap that I find myself repeatedly falling into, I'm not even supposed to be here. This is not even for me. Cause like the verse said, only those that are under the Lord's wrath will fall into such a trap. Only those who God is letting their sin destroy them. And that's how I know that it's not for me, okay? Because thanks be to Jesus, by grace, I am not under the Lord's wrath anymore. It's not even for me. Think about the adulteress in your life, the sin that so easily entangles you. If you blood brought, you got to dip too. It's not even for you. Peace.
I'm in the spirit, I'm moving too quick. I'm feeling clean, I'm like, hey, take a pic. I don't need ice on my wrist. Spirit too cold and I'm feeling so sick. Made the devil really think that he's slick. I see right through, I'm not taking that risk. I could not fall on this thing, gotta dip. God got a plan, gotta go by the script.